Hi friends, this is Parvati from AHPRA Capstaki. Welcome to my channel. I need your support, so please subscribe, share and like my videos. Also, you can mention your valuable comments in the comment box. Today I am uploading here the video for AHPRA new procedure. This is one of the most recommended video. So many requests I am receiving personally, because of that I am doing again this one. Okay, this is the updated procedure. Everybody know in the month March 2025 they changed some that means they updated their system. Before the AHPRA 60 form was handwritten, but now it's changed to online. So everything in the online, what have we done for our AHPRA form, the same thing we want to doing in online. Okay, we want to do it in online. So that's the first and the most important changes they done for the AHPRA portal. And the second one, everybody know they changed their score. Mainly the overall score is changed to 66, and individual module 66, except writing 56 is enough. These are the main changes they done. Okay, we can start our new video. In the first slide I mentioned the AHPRA link, whatever we want to use it normally, the same one I mentioned here. And in the next slide, the second slide, once you open it, the link, it will be open, the screen will be open like this. This is the AHPRA portal main screen. Okay, scroll it down and you can find the login to AHPRA portal. You can choose that option, and the next screen will be open for your username and password. If you already created your account, you can open it directly, or otherwise you can sign up now. Also you can choose it and create a new account. And before you open this one, you want to download the Google Authenticator app in your mobile, because they are doing their verification through this one. They send a code in the Google Authenticator. Then this code we want to use in our AHPRA portal. Okay, because of that, this is the important one. First you want to download in your phone this one. Okay, what are the instructions we want to follow it, I mentioned here. You can just read it, and this is the sign for Google Authenticator. Just for understanding everybody, because of that I mentioned this one. Okay, and then you can once you open your username and password, it will directly go to this screen, verify your identity. You can check the code in your Google Authenticator app, then you can enter your code here, then verify the code. Then the screen will be open for your personal account in AHPRA. Okay, in this section, scroll it down, continuation of the previous slide, this one. So scroll it down, you can find the apply for registration, choose it, that option. Then the next screen will be open for a start a new application. Okay, then this is also the next slide, also continuation of the previous one. At last, the corner side, right side of the corner in the screen, you can find the next option, choose this one. Okay, and then the screen will be open for a start a new application. This is I'm explaining whatever the new applicant want to do it. Okay, so choose your profession first. What profession are you applying for registration in? Our profession is pharmacy. Every profession the same procedure. So what are yours, you want to choose it, that one. Okay, so I choose the pharmacy, and we want to go for the next option. Then the screen will be open for the application details. The first question is, do you hold an annual practicing certificate as a pharmacist in New Zealand? I choose it no. If you yes is your option, you can choose it, that one, and go for the next question. The second question, have you previously held registration as a pharmacist in Australia? I don't have registration pharmacist in Australia, because of that we want to choose it no. If you have the registration in Australia, you want to choose it yes. Okay, then the third question is, have you completed or are you due to complete an approved course within the next 12 weeks? If you are completing within the next 12 weeks, you want to choose yes, or otherwise you can go for no. Okay, and the next one, board approved qualifications, we can find it from their website. They mentioned on there, you can choose that site and you can check it. Okay, and the next question, did you get your qualification in Australia? What are their approved qualification they mentioned on there? Check it, that one. If you if you are qualification from there, you can choose it no, yes, or otherwise you can go for no. And the next one, do you hold an equal qualification from New Zealand? If yes is your option, you can choose it that one and go for next question. Here I mentioned for the no. The next question will be coming for, have you passed the Australian Pharmacy Council Nord Stream CAPS exam or otherwise AHPRA exam? We want to choose it yes and go for the next option. Okay, so the screen will be open like this. Once you finish these questions, if you are eligible, they will show like one message like this: good news, below are the registration type available to you. Please select registration type wish to apply for to start your application. Okay, then you can select the option apply for the professional registration as pharmacist, then go for the next option. Okay, and once you select the next, the screen will be open for how to use this form. Just read the instructions whatever they mentioned on there, thoroughly read it, and you can go for the next option. The screen will be open for the privacy. Read these instructions also, then you can choose the next option. Then it will directly go to the next screen, that is for the personal details. Okay, first one is legal name. This is the name on your commencement identification document. Example, your Australian passport, one of the document they just mentioned on there. Okay, as per the passport we want to mention these details. First one is title, Mr. or Mrs. what are yours, you can choose it that one. And before this section they mentioned their proof of identity requirements, whatever we want to mention, that one day we can find it from here. Okay, and the next one is title, Mr. or Mrs. whatever yours, you can choose it that one. And first name you want to mention. If you have the middle name, you want to mention your middle name, or otherwise you want to select the option, select the box I don't have a middle name. Okay, then the last name, whatever is yours, you can mention that one. If you don't have, I only have one name, a single name, you want to mention, you want to choose that box also. Okay, if you have other name, you want to mention that details also here. Previous names known by, this is any name you have been known by in the past. For example, name before marriage, a formal name change, or any other name yours. Okay, you want to choose this one, I have never been known by other name. If you are not known by other name, you want to choose you want to mark in this box, or otherwise you can leave it. And the next one, date of birth, country of birth, sex, and if your details above are correct, you want to choose that one, mark it in that circle, or otherwise the other one you can choose it. Then the next one is contact details. What are your, do you need to update your contact details? If you want to update it, you can choose yes, or otherwise you can go for no. Then work phone number, if you have, you want to mention home phone number and mobile phone number. Okay, and the next one is email address. What are your email address, registered mail address, you want to mention that one. Okay, and the next screen for the language. Would you like to update the language other than English you fluently speak? If you have any other mother tongue you have, you want to choose it yes, and you want to mention the language details also. Okay, you can select the option from whatever they mentioned on there. Okay, if you have, you want to select it, or otherwise you can leave it. This is the previous response we have on file for you. These are the previous response, same as like that one, you can choose it yes, or otherwise you can go for no. Then the next question is, do you want to update your response? If you want, you can choose it yes, or otherwise no. The next question is, are you Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander origin? If you are Aboriginal from the Australia, you can choose it yes, or otherwise you can choose it no, and go for the next one. And the next screen will be open for the residential address. So in the residential address details, if you can't find your address in address there, you can select that box, I can't find my address. Then go for the next one. Please provide your residential address. That means if yours international address, you want to select the box and go for the address section. First one, address line, city or suburb, state or province, postcode, country. These are the details you want to mention on there, and you can go for the next option. So the next screen will be open for the principal place of practice. Just read the instruction, and the next one also continuation of this slide. The first question is, are you practicing in Australia for the profession you are applying for registration in? If you are practicing now on there, you can choose it yes, or otherwise no. Do you have an intended place of practice if your application is approved? If your application is approved, you can go for this one. You can choose it yes, or otherwise no. The next option, you can choose it and check the mailing address. Is your mailing address my residential address, my principal place of practice, or other? What are yours? You can choose it that one and go for the next option, next screen. Okay. So the next one is for the qualifications. Qualifications, the first one. What are the details of your primary pharmacy qualification? Mainly the university or college qualification, start date, completion date, country, state or territory, and length of program also you want to mention. Then, and on the next screen, the first sentence, upload a correctly certified copy of your pharmacy degree in the document upload section. That means at the end of this one, we have a separate section for the document upload. In that section, we want to upload each and every document, whatever they mention here. Okay. We will explain at the end of this video. Okay. The first one and the next one, what are the details of your knowledge assessment of pharmaceutical sciences, CAPS or AHPRA exam? So the first one, candidate reference number as per your CAPS or the AHPRA result. And the next one, exam date. When you held your exam, you want to mention that date. And are there any additional qualifications, examinations or assessment relevant to your application? If you have, you want to choose yes, or otherwise no. Then the next option you can go. And the next screen for the recency of practice. I just mentioned what is the recency of practice for AHPRA professional registration. That means they are ensuring whatever our previous history. So it's maintained the recent experience in their field to practice competently and safely. The specific requirements depend on the profession, the level of experience, and the length of absence from practice. In this section, the last 5 years experience they are asking. So the recency of practice, what is the recency of practice and what are the instructions they mentioned in the first section, and the continuation of the slide, the next one also. So do you meet your recency of practice requirements? If you meet, you want to choose yes, or otherwise no, and go for the next option. So the next one is overseas registration history. Are you registered or have you been previously registered as a health practitioner outside of Australia in the past 5 years? If you have the experience in last previous 5 years, you want to choose yes, or otherwise no. And whatever the main important categories they included in the section, they mentioned one list on here. You want to check it, that one. Just read it, that details also, and go for the next screen. This is also the continuation of the previous screen, and whatever they are analyzing here, the past 5 years. Yes, okay. The past 5 years experience they are checking mainly. If you have the that means the multiple registrations, if you have, you want to choose the add option and you can enter the remaining details. Mainly the profession, country, if you can't your country from the list, you want to choose that one, or otherwise go for the state or territory. And if you cannot find the name of your regulatory body, you can select that box and go for the regulatory body name. You want to mention that one, and registration start date and registration end date also we want to mention. Then the next screen for the next work practice history. This is the next section coming for this one. So in the work practice history, we want to mention the full work history. The first one is employment, that means name of employer, country of employment, employed from and employed to, employment status, job title, and hours worked. Then if this is your current employment, you want to choose that box, or otherwise you can leave it that section and go for the next one. That is gap in practice. If you have any gap in practice, you want to mention the details here. Please provide an explanation for the following gap in practice. So the name of employer, country of employment, employed from and employed to, position, title, and employment status. Then employed from to employed date, hours work, these details also we want to mention, and we have one explanation area is there. So please tell as the reason for this gap. For example, study, travel, family, what are your reason, you want to explain that reason here in this blank box. Okay, and the next one, the next screen for criminal history. We already done this criminal history. When we are applying for this one, we want to complete. Okay, so the first one is find out our criminal history registration standards. The first one, do you have any criminal history in Australia? If you have anything in Australia, you want to choose yes, and the remaining details also you want to mention, or otherwise you can go for no. So what are the details we want to tell us more about this one? The date, where it happened, including the state or territory, any ongoing action, and or what are the outcomes now was or otherwise was, we want to mention here. Mainly we want to explain in that blank box. Okay, and the next one, any available documents to support the criminal history statement you declared. If you have, you want to upload the documents in document upload section, and you can go for the next. So the next one also for the explanation, if it's finished or if it's not finished, what are the details, and as per your data you want to mention here. And the next one is criminal history. For do you have any criminal history other than Australia? If you have in Australia, the next screen will be open for do you have any criminal history in Australia. You want to choose yes or no, whatever yes you want to choose it, that one. And the next one is, have you lived or been primarily based in Australia when aged 18 years or more, whatever yours as per your data you want to select this one. And the next one is, have you ever visited Australia when aged 18 years or more? If yes, you can choose it yes, or otherwise no. And the next option you can choose it. So the next one is international criminal history details. Do you have a criminal history in countries other than Australia? We want to choose it yes. And what are the details they mentioned, as per that we want to fill at this section. The first one is vendor details. First one, we want to choose the country and approved vendor reference number, and if you can't find it from the list, you want to choose that box, or otherwise you can go for the next one. That is proof of identity. In this section, whatever the proof of identity requirements as per their rule they've mentioned in the site, you can check it there. What are they highlighted in the blue color. Okay, or otherwise you can go for the next one. Do you hold a current Australian overseas passport? Yes, if you have, you want to choose yes, and I have an overseas passport. Okay, or otherwise whatever yours as per your data you want to choose this one. Out of 3, whatever yours you can choose it. Okay, and the next one is proof of identity web page, whatever as per their requirements they mentioned here, check it that one. Mainly a current Australian visa, a current foreign driver's license, foreign birth certificate, foreign marriage certificate, foreign identity card, credit or debit card. These are the ID proof we want to submit. Whatever yours you want to choose it, that one. Submit that document, or otherwise leave it. And the next option you can choose it. And the next one for English language skills, everybody know as per the current rule, and whatever the so which one the English language competency pathways do you meet. Some options are there. If yours English language test, you want to choose it, that one, or otherwise whatever is yours as per that you want to fill it. And the next one is English language test details. Which English test have you passed? That one we want to choose it here. Pearson, IIT, whatever you want to choose it, that one. Okay. And if you have 2 sittings, you want to choose it 2 sittings, or otherwise 1 sitting. We want to enter the details here: registration ID, test date, each module's code we want to update here: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Then the overall score also we want to mention, and you can go for the next option. Then indemnity insurance details also we want to mention. You do not need it if you do not practice or only practice overseas for the whole registration period. Okay, if your registration is granted, will you practice with the right P2 arrangements for the registration period? If you are willing to do it, this one, yes, you can choose it and go for the next option, or otherwise no. Then the next one is impairment. Impairment, everybody know. Do you have an impairment that detrimentally affect or is likely to detrimentally affect your capacity to practice the profession? If any impairment you have, you can choose it yes, and you want to mention the remaining details, or otherwise no, and you can go for the next option. The next one is disclosures. This is mainly the national law disclosures. Is your registration in any profession suspended or cancelled in Australia or any other country? If you have, you want to choose yes, or otherwise no. The next one is, has your registration been cancelled, refused, or suspended in Australia or any other country before? Whatever yours, as per that you want to fill out this one. And the next question also, has your registration ever had conditions, undertakings, or limitations in Australia or any other country? Whatever yours, as per that you want to fill it. The next question also same as like if you disqualified from Australia or any other country. And the next one is, are you the subject of conduct, performance, or any health proceedings under the national law, AHPRA Act, or the law of other jurisdiction in Australia, any other country? If you ask yes, you want to choose it yes, or otherwise you can go for no. And the next question also same as like if you have any practice restriction, these are details also they are asking. What else you ask details, as per that you want to fill it this one. And billing privileges, compliance. At the end of this one, you can go for the next screen. Okay. And the next one is supervised practice position details. If you have the supervised details, you want to choose it yes, and remaining details also you want to mention. If you are not arranged your supervised practice placement, you can go for no, and the next option you can choose it. So the next screen, the next question is, do you want to authorize another person to speak and or act on your behalf about this application? If any other person is doing this one behalf of your presence, you can choose it yes, and you want to mention the details, or otherwise you can choose it no and go for the next section. So the third party authorization, do you want to authorize another person to speak and or act on your behalf about this application? If yes, you can choose it yes, or otherwise no. Tells us about your authorized person. First one, family name. That means who is your authorized person, that person details we want to mention here. Family name, given name, address, business hours, contact number, mobile, email, relationship to authorized person also you want to mention. Then I confirm this person, no, they may receive communication from the board about this application. If you agree with this one, you can choose it the box, and you can go for the next option. So next one is declaration page. I think the few slides till before the document upload checklist, that is for the declaration. You want to confirm it each and every section, and then you can go for the next option. So the next one is document upload checklist. As per their rule, whatever their criteria they mentioned here, thoroughly read it and go for the next one. The first one, we want to upload the document for criminal history. Whatever the reference page you have, you can upload it here. The ICC, they already sent it directly to the body of the AHPRA, but they are asking upload file here, so you can upload your reference page. And the next one is certificate of registration status or certificate of good standing certificate. That one also you want to upload it here. And the next one is English language skills. Then international criminal history, disclosures, then qualification, work history. These are the main details. These are the main documents we want to upload it here. The next one is application summary. In this section we can review our applications, whatever we filled it in our previous slides. Okay, so the personal details, proof of identity. If you want to edit any section, anything on here, you can choose the edit option and go for editing. Okay, and the next one, qualifications, details of your qualifications. What are the details we already mentioned? Everything they mentioned here, you can check it thoroughly. And if the summary is okay, the next screen will be open for the payment. Okay, before this one I just mentioned, if you are unable to complete your AHPRA online application form before your login session expires, you can log in again and resume your application. To continue, go to the manage application section in the main portal where your form will be available as a draft. So this is the screen for that one. Before login expires, once your login expires, if you want to again add your details and you want to recheck your details again, you can go for the in the screen application, select the manage applications. So the next scroll down, you can find the draft in the middle of this one. I mark it here with the red arrow, draft. You can select that one, so it will directly go for where you stop it. You can resume it from there. Okay, just for understanding, because of that I mentioned that one. So once we finish the application of the summary, it will directly go to the payment section. So application fee is $157, registration fee is $235. Okay, so you want to mention in this section name on your card, card number, expiry date and year and month, then your security code also you want to fill it here. So in this section one, the two things they mentioned here, we cannot refund the application fee. Okay, but we will refund the registration fee. That means the AHPRA will refund the registration fee if your application is not approved. So then the criteria is everything okay for you. You can submit that one and go for the next section I mentioned here. Once you done your payment, you will receive one mail from the AHPRA for the payment confirmation. Okay, and then they mention like this, yeah, they received on there, they will start your applications very soon. And then they mentioned once you finish this one, you will receive one verification from InstaID. Okay, that mail they will send it within 24 hours. Or otherwise later also we can expect the mail from AHPRA. Okay, so two mails we will be received. One is your payment attached receipt, and the other one confirmation mail from the AHPRA. Okay, so in the next screen I mentioned for the InstaID, how we want to checking your identity with InstaID. So the instructions I mentioned here, whatever the main things we want to concentrate. And the next screen also, the next slide also continuation of the procedure and how we want to done it. This is the InstaID mail, whatever we received for the AHPRA to our registered mail ID. Okay, once you're ready for your verification, they will send one link to your mail. You want to check it, that one you can open it, that link, and the screen will be open for the InstaID. So the first step is get started. You want to fill your legal name, that means your first name. If you have your middle name, you want to choose it, that one also, or otherwise you can go for the last name. If you have I only have a single name, you want to choose it, that one. Has your name ever changed If yes is your option, you can choose it yes, or otherwise no. These instructions I am explaining for the Insta ID. This is our identification verification. Okay, through Insta ID we are doing the verification of our identity. Then the next screen will be open for, we have sent you an email with your confirmation code. You can check your mail, then you can copy the confirmation code on here. So we want to confirm the email. This is the mail you received in your registered mail ID for verifying your mail address. That means confirm your email address. So this code we want to copy it on there. And the next screen is open for, your mail has been confirmed. So the last step of the process is to verify your identity. What you will need, they mention the instructions. The first one is face photo. How we want to take the photo. Enter your photo will be accepted. No sunglasses, hats, masks, and then etc. Then image should be a front on portrait photo. Your face must be clearly shown in the image. Do not provide scans or photocopies, and do not crop or alter your photo in any way. Incorrect face photos will be rejected, and this will delay your check processing. These are the instructions they mention for the photo. And the next one is self-portrait photo. How we want to take it, this one. Provide an image of your face as a selfie. Provide a clear photo of your face for visual facial recognition and verification. Should be taken like a passport photo without any obstructions of facial expression, like the same as what are they mentioned here. Okay. And the next screen is open for, thanks, your photo has been saved. Once it's saved, it will show that they will highlight it with the green color. Then the next one is foreign passport, subsequent documents. First one is passport. Your passport will be accepted from any country. Your passport must not be expired or damaged. You must have your passport with you at the moment. Okay. Then ensure your documents will be accepted. Incorrectly uploaded documents are the leading cause for identity processing delays. So what are the requirements as per their rules? We want to follow it. They mention here, photos is clear and legible, contains the full document, details correct and readable, document not expired. These are the details we want to cross check it. Then they mention some images here. Do not take photo of the document on an angle. So the document should be, we want to place it properly. Okay. Do not take photos which crop the document. Okay, the full document they need. So like this, don't take it. They mention the instruction. And the next one, do not take the photo too close to the document, and do not take the photo too far away from the document. So in the next screen I mentioned how we want to place it our document properly. Photos is clear and legible, contains the full document, details correct and readable, document not expired. If you understand, you can choose understand the box, you can choose it, and you can go for the next one. This everything as per the Insta ID I mentioned the images here. Okay. The next one is provide an image of the front of your foreign passport. Read directions thoroughly. Okay. Upload a clear photo with readable text showing the inside of your passport. If you want to take a photo, you can take it, but when you are taking at that the moment, you want to keep your document properly. Okay. If you have the image, you can select the image also. Two options are there for this one. And the next one is if you have a driver license but do not have it with you, choose no option, or otherwise yes, you can choose it and upload your driving license. When you're doing the Insta ID, make it the whole documents beside you. That is more better. And the next one is foreign driver's license. Country you want to choose it, the country of your foreign driver's license. Okay. Then provide an image of the front of your foreign driver's license. Upload clear photo with readable text showing the front of your driver's license. If you want to take a photo, you can choose that one, or otherwise you can go for the select image. And the next one is credit card or debit card. this one also same as like that. We want to take the photo properly, and or otherwise you can select the image. Then issuing bank also we want to mention in this section. Thoroughly read it each and every section, same as like it's showing in the InstaID. I copied the image from InstaID. Okay, and the next one is e-signature. Once your documents uploaded, they will they are highlighted with the green color. Your document has been uploaded successfully. Then the next one is e-signature. So we want to mention our signature here clearly. Okay, and you can go for the next one. Once you done the whole thing, the next screen will be like this. You are all done. We now have everything we need to process your identity check. Your identity check will now be processed. So this is the confirmation from InstaID. This much only for the verification of the identity documents. Then the next screen I mentioned for, if you want to upload more documents, that means in the case like if after asking again you want to upload your documents, or otherwise you want to submit more documents for your application, you want to again log in your ID, and you can go for in the main portal, scroll down, you can find the upload document section. You can choose it, that one. So the screen will be directly open for the privacy and confidentiality. Read the directions thoroughly and agree. Then you can choose it next option. The first one is please select your profession, pharmacy. Please select the form type. We already submitted our form, and now we are submitting for the supporting document. So we can choose the supporting documents from this option. And if you can't find your form, you can choose it I can't find my form. Okay, so then after that you can upload your file. Once your file is uploaded, you can select the done option and go for the next one. Do you have any other documents to upload to support your form? If you have, you want to choose yes, or otherwise you can go for no, and you can submit it. Do you have any other documents to upload to support your form? If you have, you want to choose it, and whatever the documents description, they have some criteria for this one. You can only use the alphabetic in between A to Z, numeric 0 to 9, no spaces, no special characters, nothing you don't want to mention here. As per the directions, we want to mention the each and every documents description section. Okay, then upload your file, you can submit it, and whatever the criteria we want to follow, they mention clearly on there. Then you can go for the submit option. This is the end of the AHPRA procedure video. So I think everybody understand. If you have any queries, you can mention it in my comment box. So today I'm just wind up here. Thank you for your support. I need your support again. So please subscribe, share and like my videos.